and look at when that food pyramid was created, the committee who created that food pyramid had a 96% conflict of interest with big food, big pharma, and the grain industry. And there was one woman specifically who had 13 ties to those industries. I rest my case. We wonder why we were told to eat 6 to 11 servings of highly processed carbohydrates a day. They knew exactly what that was going to do. It was going to make people sick. It was going to increase the money in their pockets, and it was going to lead people to be consumers of the big pharma industry. Because as they always tell you, once you're on the medications, you're stuck, which you're not, but that is what is shared with everybody. So over here, way back, that food pyramid was not ideal. And when we look at fats are so important for our body. Our brain is 75% fat. 25% of that is cholesterol. We need cholesterol. Cholesterol is so important for so many different functions. Our sex hormones are derived from cholesterol. The bile production in our gut, we need cholesterol for. Vitamin D production from the sun, we need cholesterol. Our body needs cholesterol for so many different things. But we're told don't eat fats. Fats are bad for you. Eggs, we were told don't eat eggs. We were told don't eat, hang on one second here. Oops. Okay. We're told not to eat eggs. We're told all of those things, but eggs are so good. Eggs are nature's protein ball. Eggs are, hang on one second. It's funny how, one person makes a comment in the chat and then so many other people just fuel off of it. If you don't like me talking with my hands, then you don't have to be here. That's okay. I always talk with my hands. That's just what I do. Now, ignore the negative comments. Yes, I just mute them and they can be on their way. That's fine. No issues with me. Thank you, Money Vic, for the rose. I appreciate that very much. Thank you so much, Thomas. Appreciate you. So now, fats. I was talking about fats. Yeah, eggs. Eggs are nature's protein ball. Instead of making all these crazy protein balls with oats and all this kind of stuff. Oh my God. My apologies, you guys. Instead, eat an egg. Eggs are a complete protein. They have a complete amino acid makeup. They are completely bioavailable to our body. They are very, very good for you. Eat your eggs. There's nothing bad to do with eggs. Then we have, FFP, fiber, fat, and protein. When we are looking at another way to help our body would be fasting, intermittent fasting. What happens to our body when we fast is our glucose and insulin levels come down. Money Vic, oh my gosh, thank you so much. That's very cool. Our insulin and glucose levels come down. And when our levels are low, I always use this little rhyme. When insulin is low, fat's gotta go, because insulin is our fat storing hormone. So when insulin is low, fat's gotta go. When we are looking at another thing that happens when we are, you're absolutely spot on. Ignore the mainstream program people. Yes, you're my type of person. Thank you. Exactly. So when we are fasting, insulin is low, fat's got to go. But also another thing that happens. Thank you, Money Vic. That's very cool too. I appreciate that. Okay. I'm like, I got to get back on track. We have something in our body called zombie cells. Zombie cells are cells that are very inflammatory, that increase as we age, and they excrete toxins into our body. They do not die. They refuse to die off. And we constantly are eating, so we're constantly feeding these zombie cells. When you are fasting and you bring your levels down, these zombie cells die off because there's nothing for them to feed off of. If we didn't fast and give them a chance to starve themselves, essentially, they would just keep compounding and compounding and compounding, and they speed up aging, which is, we don't want that. We don't want that. We want to age slowly and beautifully and gracefully. Oh my gosh, all these gifts coming through. You guys, thank you so much. Oh my goodness gracious. And thank you, Thomas. I see you too. So I did, a couple weeks ago, I did a 5-day fast. Oh my gosh, you guys are so generous. That's so nice. Thank you. Okay, I did a 5-day fast. I wanted to see what happened to the body. I wanted to see every day, from a scientific perspective, how the body responded to not having food, right? I had water, electrolytes, and tea. It is phenomenal what our body can do when we fast. It is essentially our body's way of taking out the trash, getting rid of garbage, taking away all the nonsense, and giving our body a chance to heal. So 5 days. When you look at what happens in the body, day 2 is often very difficult. Now, I did a video for every single day. I talked about the science behind it, what's happening to the body. I talked about what I noticed and if I made mistakes, because I made a couple mistakes along the way, but I share that. So if you guys haven't seen those videos, check them out. They're on my main page. But 5 days. It's